So guess what? When you see someone as amazing as Wes Watson on your screen, you couldn't fathom how it could be real. It's gotta be all fake. Because I could never even understand how the someone would pay $95,000 a month in rent. So I'm just gonna talk shit that he rents his pad, and I'm gonna fully just skip over the understanding that I don't have $95,000 a month, and I'm in his comments all buck-toothed and cross-eyed, all, "Hey, fucking rents his plan."
All right, so Wes Watson has been continuing to struggle with the haters. It's gotten so bad, his parents are DMing people, threatening to sue them for making fun of Wes. You know, the big bad alpha male, Wes Watson, needs his mom and all his minions to defend him because he keeps getting gadooshed by his haters.
The guy used the word gadooshing. The guy said that they're on there gadooshing me.
And as you can tell, it's causing him to just lose it, which is hilarious to watch. I mean, he has a meltdown every day on Instagram over the dumbest shit, and he's just so easy to troll. Like, he's always responding to the haters, and now he keeps doing impressions of them. And it's just so funny to think this is somebody's life coach. You know, people are paying this guy $6,000 a month to get advice from him.
Yeah, that's the real scenario. That's real close to your life, stupid. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. They want to be all up in your personal lives. Why? Because theirs suck bad. So they're like, "Hey, what is that? Is that a new girl? Ah! Hey, fucking Rich is playing."
Like, this guy really convinces people to go into credit card debt to pay for his course. And it's so funny because you can tell when he starts to lose clients or business isn't going well because he starts flipping out about how people are broke losers for not having tens of thousands of dollars to give him. And he always tries to make it seem like it's not a lot of money by talking about how much money he has and how $20,000 is nothing to him. But he only has this money because of the broke losers that pay him. So that's why I get so worked up about it, because he needs their money. And it's funny because his strategy is to yell at people who are barely scraping by and be like, "Look how rich I am. I'm driving around in a Lambo. 20,000 is nothing, so give it to me," which is so backwards. You know, it's like, you're broke, I'm rich, give me money, you idiot.
The fact that there's so many fucking grown men and women who don't have 20 fucking grand. Oh my God, that would be lame. Holy shit. Do you know most people I know got millions? Like, and we're not special. Like, we're at the bottom. Like, having some M's is whatever. And you motherfuckers don't have 20 grand and say it's expensive. And the program doesn't even start at, it starts at 3 grand. You guys. Because I don't even understand how the you can have so little self-worth that in your one motherfucking life, you would choose to be a fucking peasant. It's fucking crazy. Who the fuck thinks that lowly of themselves?
Yeah, so that's Wes driving around in a Lamborghini and a Bugatti, yelling about how peasants don't want to give him money, which he needs to afford the Bugatti. Like, imagine spending all your money to finance this guy's lifestyle. You know, it's like, I'm sick of being a peasant. Let me help this guy pay off his Bugatti. That should help. And people think if they pay him, then they'll get to hang out with him or something. So he has to lecture them about that too, because they obviously expect more if they're paying $20,000. But Wes, he only does like a 20-minute call, if that, because he doesn't want to talk to these people. So if someone asks him how much one-on-one time they get, he flips out and acts like it's an insane question because that's probably the most asked question and he's sick of hearing it. So he has to lecture them and try to convince them all it takes is 20 minutes and he can teach you how to be a millionaire.
Wait. Here's the best one. This is how a dumb fucking 9-to-5er thinks. Well, how much time do I actually get to spend with you? What the fuck? We're going for fucking results here. We're going for value-driven results. What if what I know took me 20 minutes to tell you, and you would make millions and millions and millions? Would you fight to have your money be exchanged for time still? That's how fucking you know you're stupid. You guys are fucking psychopaths. If you're like, wait, how much of my money am I exchanging for your time? You fucking idiots. If you think that way, that's the first understanding that you're a fucking dumb shit 9-to-5er.
Yeah, and he can't spend too much time with his clients because he's busy. He's got a lot going on, and he needs to get back to coping with getting gadooshed by his haters. That's more important stuff.
That they all sit there and gadoosh me. Oh my fuck. Oh my God. Imagine this stud, this ringleader of Reddit reviewers who gadoosh me. Oh, the world we live in today. No fucking way.
Yeah, so he's been going through it recently. I guess it's not easy getting gadooshed every day on Reddit. It's a tough life for Wes. Even driving around in his supercars is now starting to take a toll on him. The poor guy has sore feet from driving around in his Bugatti. That's seriously what he was complaining about on Instagram recently. How difficult it is to drive around in supercars all day, which I'm pretty sure he's just driving for the sake of driving half the time. He's not even going anywhere. Like, he's just driving so he can record a video in his car.
I just don't even fucking want to. My feet hurt. You guys don't realize driving hypercars and supercars and SVJ or a Bugatti or something, that shit whoops your ass. Fucking by the time you get in and out the motherfucker, you sit in it for 45 minutes, your back's blasted. You gas it a few times, you drive like an asshole, you're gripping the fucking floor with your feet and shit. Sometimes you just gotta take your fucking shoes off and put them on the fucking fluffy ass carpet.
So now he's basically just complaining about being rich. Like, this is supposed to be an alpha male, but he's talking about how his feet are hurting from driving, so he needs someone else to drive so he can rub his feet on the fluffy carpet. Like, these are the biggest problems Wes deals with, his feet hurting from driving and his Reddit haters gadooshing him. And then he has the audacity to talk about how everybody else is getting too soft. I mean, this guy just gets triggered by everything. Like, recently he had a meltdown over some balloon filter on Instagram. First it was the leaf blower, and now it's balloons he's getting triggered by. It's hilarious. But apparently this is how an alpha male is supposed to act, and you can learn how to be like this for only $6,000 a month.
When you inspire them, when you give them a workable path that will change, these balloons. Damn it! I hate that shit. When you give someone a workable path, this is the most sought after spot to live in Miami, besides like Star Island and maybe Hibiscus or Palm. But there's Star Island, there's Hibiscus and Palm Island, and then there's San Marco, San Marino, Delito, and Revo Alto. Fuck these fucking balloons. How the fuck do you turn that shit off, and who the fuck designed that shit so we could put their head under my foot real quick?
Yeah, so Wes gets triggered by a lot, and it's always hilarious. I mean, ironically, he might be one of the funniest people on the internet, and he's just the best to troll. Like, he makes it so easy. I mean, this Reddit user messaged him a month ago about his course, and he's just messing with him. He's like, how long until I start renting escorts and yelling at people on Instagram and flipping out at leaf blowers? So then Wes got all pissed, and he's like, oh, you're just one of those haters from Reddit. But apparently he didn't block the guy, so he messaged him again. The same guy on the same phone number messaged Wes, and he's like, I'm interested in your coaching. Can you let me know the details? And Wes fell for it again. He's like, what's up, bro? What's your main focus? And he's like, basically, I'm 5'5", 240, and I eat cupcakes and chips all day, and I beat my stick 8 times a day and do some other disgusting stuff. And Wes is like, are you messing with me, or do you really do that last part? Don't waste my time. And he said, I really do it. So then Wes sent him a rundown of his course. And the guy's like, all right, I'll do 12 months for $40,000. He's like, great, you need it. He's like, first I have a couple questions. Do I need a leaf blower? Do I run escorts? Do I run supercars? Do I run a mansion? Do I beef with Reddit users all day? And then Wes responded and said, I knew you were a troll. And it's like, yeah, he already did the same exact thing to you. And if you knew he's a troll, then why are you wasting your time with him? And then the guy just responded with a leaf blower. And Wes is like, you're a weirdo. I'm blocking you now. Yeah, so it's getting tough out there for Wes. And recently he's really disappointed because originally he thought one of his haters was going to finally pull up at the gym in person, but they didn't show up. And he's really disappointed because he said he's looking forward to getting a BJ from them.
Kind of sucks. I heard some fictional stories online that one of these guys was going to show up here on Saturday at 8 a.m. and nobody's here. I was going to get a BJ before Arm Day, but now I just got to go hit arms. Thought it was going to be baby arm day.
Yeah, so I think he might be starting to miss prison a little bit. I mean, the way he talks about it, it's like he enjoyed his time in there. You know, he kind of brags about it. Like, he'll talk about embarrassing shit he did in there, like shoving stuff up his ass, and he'll act like it's something to be proud of. Because, I mean, people will question his stories, and some people didn't believe that he actually hooped his paperwork, because other people who have been to prison said there's just no reason to do that, like it's not necessary. And then also, they just don't think it's possible, like it's way too big. But Wes, it's crazy. He's like, no, I did it. Trust me. You know, he's trying to convince people that he shoved a bunch of paper up his ass for no reason.
Oh, he didn't believe that you hooped your paperwork. A lot of people have kind of made a meme out of it.
Oh, dude, you wrap it up this big. Like, you get like a 128G, and you get copies of your 128G, which is your paperwork. You fold it over so many times, it's this big. Look at it's this big. You put a glove around it 3 or 4 times. You twist it up and you shove it up your ass.
And do you just stop thinking about it after a while?
Yeah, then you go to the next place, you shit out, you got your paperwork, and now you don't have to wait for it. And it's this big.
Right.
This one guy was like rolling up a paper like this. How's he going to put this up his ass? I'm like, dude, are you from Tennessee or what, dog?
And the only reason I think this could be true is because I don't know why you'd want to make up something like this, like why you'd want to tell this embarrassing story that's not even true. But maybe he thinks this is just an alpha move for some reason. And I think Wes might have actually enjoyed hooping his paperwork, because I heard recently in John Bravo's new video, he makes good Wes videos, make sure you check out his channel. He said that he talked to Wes's ex-wife, and she said that Wes likes to get pegged. And then also there's some other old Wes videos where he's talking about some sus behavior in prison. And again, it's like, maybe he's making this up, but why would he want to? You know, it's so weird to make this stuff up. And it's also weird that he's talking about this in a public park, like with people walking by.
You know they love to see them buttholes. They want you to wink at them the whole nine. So I gotta show them. They want to see. They only know you by your butthole in there. They see my face and they're like, oh, who are you again? And then I just bend over. I show them the butthole. Oh, Wes Watson, how you doing, bro? What's up? Nice to meet you again. And it's a weird. I don't understand why they like that. I don't know why they would want to do that. But whatever. To each their own. Like I've said before, to each their own.
Yeah, so Wes is surprisingly open-minded, and I know he lies about some of his time in prison, but it would be so weird for him to make this stuff up, but I also wouldn't put it past him. And you know, he honestly might just think this makes him look hard somehow, but it just makes him look hard for other men. But let me know what you guys think, and then make sure you check out my Patreon account if you enjoyed this video. There are over 100 exclusive videos on there, and I talked about Wes and his breakup with his escort, and the downfall of Fresh and Fit, and also recently Burt Kreischer got roasted by Adam Ray, and there's a ton of other stuff. There's a lot to go through. If you like the channel, make sure you check it out. There'll be a link in the description.